What is this glowing soluble?
What a beautiful day.
So all the video you just watched were created using Higgsfield AI. And I want to show you how it works and the new feature from Higgsfield that you can use to create multiple short videos and edit, and you can even draw to create a video. And all of this you can do by just giving it a natural prompt. So you don't need to have like very high segmented or sequential prompt. So you just give a very simple natural prompt and it's going to interpret what you want it to do and it's going to give you your desired results. Again, using just very natural prompt. So let me show you how we're able to do some of the videos that you just watched. The first thing is you want to come to this website, higgsfield.ai. I'll put a link in the description. And if you are a video editor, a content creator, or you want to create product videos or product images, this website is going to help you do that. And this new feature, which is called the Kling 1.0 edit and the Kling 2.6. These are the new features that will give you the results that you would actually want to use. And currently the new feature is actually unlimited, so you can create unlimited generations now. So once you come to Higgsfield, you can do a lot of things, but we want to focus on the new feature from Higgs, which is this Kling 2.6 and Kling 2.1. So if you come under the videos here, if you come on that video, you'll be able to see the Kling 01 edit or Kling 2.6. So this Kling 01 edit, you can use it for video editing. So you can basically give it a video or give it an image, tell it what you want it to do to that video, and it's basically going to do it for you, again using natural prompt. And that's quite mind-blowing. So what you have to do is just click on any one that you want. So I'm just going to click on this one, and we can basically begin. Also, I have a prompt that I want to use to test. So some of the prompts I use to create the videos that you watch already. So we have about 7 prompts here, but we are not going to do all of them. Maybe 2 or 3 is fine. So if you come to the interface like this is where you get the canvas. This is where you can start giving a prompt to do what you want it to do. So the first thing here is that we can create videos, we can also edit the videos, and we can draw to video. So you can basically draw to turn it into a video. So there are 2 ways to do this. You can basically just give it a prompt, all right, and it's going to interpret the prompt and create the videos. Or you can upload images or also upload a video that you have, and it's going to take inspiration from that video and create what you tell it to do in the prompt. So here, this is where you can upload the image, give it optional thing to do. So initially I just gave it this prompt. This is a prompt that tests the multiple shot feature, and the shot one is a man opens a notebook in a quiet library. 2, close-up of his eyes reacting to a glowing symbol in the book. 3, a doorway made of light appears in front of him. So this is instruction. It has to maintain identical character appearance and lightning in the shot. And this was the output, which is very, very good. Again, this prompt is very, very basic. It wasn't so big, or so it's not even a JSON file or anything like that. Just 3 or 4 or 5 line of prompts, natural prompting, and it gives us this incredible result. I also used it for this one too, something like this. This one, I gave it an image, and this image, it transitions from one shot to another, where the person basically comes out from a room and he's now skateboarding in a futuristic city. So there's another one. This one, this man, I also gave it a reference image. This man from the room, he jumps to skateboarding again in a futuristic city. And this one, I also gave it a reference image of this lady in Lagos, Nigeria. And as you can see, you see the shot it takes. This is also a multi-shot video. So how do you achieve all of this? Also, this one, I gave it an image of this man by the boat side or holding a boat, but this man also moves away from the boat and he takes another fall. All right, so this is also just a very generic video of the man, and let me show you how we do that. So if you come right here, you can give it an image of what you want it to use. So this is basically a reference image, but it is optional. If you do not want to do that, you can basically just give it a prompt here. So I'm just going to get another prompt that I've not tested and just give it to it. So let me just do this one. So you can just copy this prompt and give it to it. Bottom here, you can add audio. So for the Kling 1.0, it does not have audio, but this one does have audio. So if you come to Kling here, you can select different ones, but this one, it has consistent distance, but it doesn't have audio. So you can use this one or use the 2.6. Anyone is fine. So I'm going to use the 2.6 here, and then you can set the duration. You can also set the aspect ratio, and this is a credit they are going to charge you. Again, we can give it a reference image from here, and we can select other features or templates that it has. But now let's see what it will come up with, just giving it this basic prompt. So you click on generate and you give it some time to generate. So our generation is now in queue, or the generation, not our generation, the generation is in queue, and we'll give it some time to do the magic. So as you can see, the prompt has been carried out, and this is the video it created by just using that single prompt. So I'm going to also attach the video, but let me show you how you can do other things. Also, before that, you can download the video and you can see the prompts we used right here. So let me show you another method if you wanted to do another method. So I'm going to upload this image of this lady in a very colorful, busy city, assumed to be Lagos. All right, this is the lady here. So if you come here at the top here, if you click on change, you see all the other styles that you can use. So these are basically templates or transitions or shots that you can use to turn this picture into what you want it to do. So let's say I'm going to use this aerial pullback. Also, you can change the prompt here. All right, you can change the prompt to whatever you want. However, I'm just going to tell it to use this prompt, and let's see what it comes up with. So you can basically just click on generate again, and it's going to be in queue. And again, we have to give it some time to do the magic. So while we wait for that, you can also edit your videos here. You can come to edit videos. You can upload the video. So I uploaded the video, and then you can also upload 4 images if you want that image to be added to the videos. So, and then you can give it a prompt for the edits that you want to do. And the model here is going to be the Kling 1 edit. And then you can select what's generate the videos. Also, you can draw to video. So you can basically use a drawing and create a video. So if you're an artist, you can come here, click on sketch to video or draw to video. So all you have to do is upload your sketch. This one is powered by Sora, but this is draw to video. You can basically just upload your drawing and translate it or turn it into a video. However, we are just going to stick to this, and we'll give it some time to do the magic again. So this is the final output of the prompt. Again, this is 10 seconds, and it takes that picture, it turns it to a woman who is walking casually, and then the camera moves from the top back to the woman. So this is basically what we wanted it to do, and the template that we selected. But let's say you do not like this, you can come to the top here and you can see where we have rerun. You can tell it to do it again if you do not like it. So this also does an incredible job. So let's do the last but not the least example. So what we want to do now is I've uploaded this picture of this lady. I'm not going to give it any prompt in this case, and I'm going to use the Kling 2.6 and 10 seconds, and the aspect ratio should be auto. So I want to come back to this one again. I click on change. So we use the aerial pullback, so it comes from the up down. So I actually like this one that has something like a fire or something. So in fact, I'm going to use this one, plasma explosion. So I just select this one. So what I want it to do is to take this image and then turn it into something like that. So again, I'm going to click on generate and give it some time to do the magic. So this is the final test. So it took this still picture and it turned it into this plasma explosion, and as you can see, this lady vanishes just like that, and this is incredible. So we did not even use any prompt for this. We just simply used a template, and you can use this for basically anything that you want to do. So this is how to use the new feature from Higgsfield AI. So again, if you are a content creator, you are a video editor, you want to create product videos or product pictures, then this feature is going to be very helpful to you. I hope this video was helpful. Please like the video. If you want to check out Higgsfield AI, I'll put a link in the description.